So those who have connected online, am I audible? I'm available now. Am I audible and you see my screen? And yes. Okay. And one more thing is I have started recording. Okay. Recording is being started. My voice should be clearly audible to all of you, everyone whoever has connected. And I got confirmation from someone. If any one of you not able to hear me, please check mic and speakers from your end and try to reconnect if possible quickly. And all of you should be seeing my screen, Notepad++ I'm using. And all students who have connected online, all the time, please be on mute. Whenever you have a question, you can unmute, ask me the question and mute back. If there is any issue from my side, it should impact everyone. There is no issue from my side related to audio or video sharing or screen sharing, anything. Everything looks good. And let's start our session now. And it's 9 o'clock. And yesterday, last class is a day 1 demo. Today is day 2. Today is day 2. See, those students who are attending as today as a first session for you, you don't have to worry about anything because yesterday was just an informative session. Okay, even if you have missed that session, no problem. Even yesterday I forgot to record the video, but I have an old session recording so that you can watch. That's just an informative session about what certifications are there and what is the job market and what is the training process, what is that material we are going to provide you as part of this training program, how we mock interviews related regarding mock interviews, some information I have given you. So by attending yesterday's session, one can get complete information and details about what are we going to provide here. What are we going to provide here along with the training program is theory document, class running notes document, theory document, practical document with screenshots and written explanation will be there, and also recorded video of daily session. Today I am recording, you will get this session recorded video to your WhatsApp for a few days, and then you'll be provided with interview audio recordings, some real interviews audio recordings you'll be provided with, and some other useful materials you'll be given with. Okay, interview question, daily interview questions and mock interviews will be conducted. Total duration is 3.5 months to 4 months it will take, and that 15 days extra time is for Pega Constellation Gen AI. Okay, DX API, all those things. And that those are very new topics and all. And coming to day 2. So today we are going to look at understanding about what is Pega and its purpose in real world and its purpose in real world. Yesterday also I told you this point, but today I like explain you once again. And what is BPM? What is BPM and its architecture What is BPM tool? What is BPM tool and its architecture? Why Pega is called as BPM tool? Pega versus BPM. Why Pega is called as BPM tool? Okay, and Pega tool architecture. Pega tool architecture. Okay, you are going to understand all these things in today's session. Mostly I will be able to cover all of these points within 1 hour time today. If I am not able to cover in 1 hour, no problem. At some proper point, we will pass today after 1 hour and we will continue tomorrow. So usually it will take 1 hour 15 minutes to 1 hour 30 minutes. Let us see how it goes based on the way you understand. But during this demo session, listen to me carefully. Don't interrupt me in between. After teaching, after telling you details about one slide, I am going to get back to you and check with you whether you understand it or not, whether you have any questions or doubts in this part. Then you can ask me any doubts or any question. Are we good to start now? So I'm going to open one PPT to explain you this. Regularly I'll use Notepad++ and I'll use Word documents. Only for this demo session I'll use PPT. Okay. So regularly you'll be getting Word documents. This PPT I'll be sharing with you. So what is Pega and where you use it? I already told you. Pega is application development software. Application development software. You can see here, you can go here. This is Pega Rules Process Commander tool. I'll tell you what is that meaning of PRPC and all. Pega BPM, Pega PRPC. What is the meaning of these things? You'll be getting clarification today itself. And here you can see, this is the Pega tool. using Pega tool, you can develop applications. You can develop applications. Frankly speaking, you can develop any type of application. You can develop any type of application using Pega software. But as of today in the market, Pega software is being used to develop applications mainly for the business process. Mainly for what? Business process. The main intention behind designing this tool is to develop applications which will be used by business people, not common people, like not by the citizens, okay, by the business people. So business people, they use the applications developed by Pega in order to make some business transactions. Let me tell you a simple example. You take one application which is personal loan application. Just imagine, you know personal loan application, right? Personal loan application. See, you go to Google and type, I want to take personal loan from HDFC Bank. You will get one link. Click on the link. You will see a web page displayed where you will enter all the data, your name, your details, your address details, your phone number, email ID. Once you enter and submit, that's it, done. Now, next minute, sorry, after some time, you will get a phone call from the bank, from whom you are going to get customer care. Customer care people will call you and say that, sir, you have filled the details through our website. We got information that you are looking to take personal loan. Okay, can I ask you more details? You will ask more details, and finally you say that one of our agent is going to meet you to take it forward. Now, after 1 or 2 days, an agent will make a phone call to you. He will come to you. Sir, you will need personal loan. I got information that, okay, these are your basic details. Please submit all your documents and all. He will collect all that in a paper, and all the papers or something he is going to collect from you, or he will give email ID asking you to send the documents, necessary documents and all. Your task is done. You'll be sitting at your home. Now, the details you submitted to insurance agent will be given to banker. In the bank, there is a department called loan department. To the loan department, these details will be given. Now, loan department is going to open one application, and then they start creating one loan processing application. Let me tell you. They start I'm sorry, I think I closed here. Okay. So they will open one application and they start creating some transaction. They will make some transaction. Okay. They will initiate one process, or you call it as transaction, where they do a data entry of customer information. They do a data entry of customer information. They attach the documents that customer has sent them. Okay. So first data collection will happen in the transaction. Data collection is going to happen in the transaction. Now loan, when a loan transaction begins, data will be collected. After that, in the next step, data will be reviewed by someone in the bank. And after review is over, it will be sent for the verification purpose. Now verification team will receive this particular transaction. They go to your home, verify whether your address is correct or not. They go to your office, they make a phone call to your office, ask them whether this particular person is working in your office or not, employment verification. They will ask you tax information details. The tax information data also they will verify. After the successful verification, after the verification is being done successfully, it will be sent for approval. Now manager will receive the transaction. Manager will either approve or reject. Let's say manager approved. After manager approval is over, it will be going to the next team where they will perform a calculation of what is the loan amount, what is the processing charge, what is the interest rate and all that they will calculate, and they will give it to customer care person once again. Customer care person will now call you and ask you that, sir, you applied for this loan. No, this loan is being processed up to some extent, where you will be getting a loan amount is 5 lakh rupees. Processing fees is 2%, and thereby you are going to pay an EMI of so and so amount for this many years of term, and overall you will be paying an interest rate of 14%, 15%, 10%, whatever it is, something like. He will give you complete information and ask you that, sir, can I proceed forward to take it to finance team so that you will get the loan amount disbursed? You say, yes, I agree for whatever you say. Then it will be proceeded to finance team. Finance team will tick mark, and then they will make the payment to you, and thereby your account will be, like resolved. It will be your transaction of loan will be resolved. Next, you have to pay monthly EMIs. Okay. Now you say reject Oh no, I don't want, I'm getting for less percentage somewhere else, I don't want to proceed further, they will put it on hold, right? Now the transaction that has happened to give you loan, to provide a loan, a transaction should be initiated and processed, right? This particular screens, whatever they are doing, data entry, reviewing, all that screens, whatever the transaction that is running, you as a common person never involve in that process. You will always do it on phone call or email. You never see that application, you never see the transaction model. But who will access that application, who will do the transactions, and who will be involved in that is all business people will be involved in. Yes or no? Every one of you, are you clear, online students? Business people will be. So this type of applications exist in the real business world. Not only I'm talking about only home loan, I'm talking about only loan. There can be insurance, there can be healthcare policies, there can be claims, there can be even many other, like asset management, dispute management. There are so many different transactions are available in different types of businesses. For these, we need to create a transaction model, and we need to first create one application and design all this transaction model for processing our business. This type of business process management applications, which will be especially accessed by the business people of the organizations, will be developed by using Pega. Pega is mainly meant for large scale applications, right? Internal business process management applications. Understand clear, everyone? So Pega is meant for application development where the applications are going to process business, but in the public domain, you never see Pega applications. Pega applications are all our internal business process management applications, which will be accessed by the real business employees of the business. All Pega applications are mostly revenue generating applications. Okay. Anyone has any doubts or any questions here? Are you clear with this? Whatever I told you now. Simply Pega is not used for applications like Amazon application. Public domain, no. Pega they are not using. Only business process management applications. See, now whenever you are developing one application, the application typically contains three layers. One is user interface layer. Second one is business logic layer. Third one is database. UI we develop by using HTML scripting, CSS and JavaScript generally, but in Pega, no coding, no scripting, nothing. Business logic, Java, Python, C language, or any other coding languages, but in Pega, no coding. So database, SQL queries, but in Pega, no need to write queries. You develop UI, you develop business, you write business logic, and you implement database manipulations using Pega without the need of writing scripting, without the need of writing programming code, without the need of writing SQL queries. That is the biggest advantage of Pega. Pega is a no coding software application development tool. Understand? And next, see, if it is no coding, suppose if you want to develop applications in a traditional way of using Java, Python, any other programming languages, suppose if it is taking 1 year time to develop all these things from the scratch, using Pega, you can do it in less span of time. Just not exactly 3 months. It's not like a 3 months versus 1 year. Just like that, I am telling you, within less span of time, we can develop the applications using Pega compared to the traditional way of development using your programming language, scripting language, and all. Because here you don't have to write the code and you don't have to do anything from the scratch. Okay, everything is predefined available as components. You drag and drop those components and your task will be done within minutes of time. Clear, everyone? Online students, are you clear? So now Pega is used for developing the business process management applications, correct? Business process management. In short, we call it as BPM. So as Pega is meant for developing the business process management applications, it is called as BPM tool. Pega is providing you an application to manage, to process how your business have to be processed. This process management is being done by Pega. I'll tell you. See, BPM, what is the meaning of business process management? Let me explain you. So before we proceed to know and understand some more details about Pega, it is important that first we need to understand what is BPM. Business Process Management helps in designing your business process. You design what? Business. How your business have to be processed. In my business, first I want to collect the data. Second, I want to collect the documents. Third step, I want to collect, I want to review the data and documents. Fourth step, I want to get the verification to be done. Fifth step, I want to send it for the approval from the manager. Sixth step, I want to send it to customer care for getting confirmation from the user. Seventh step, I want to send it to finance team for making the payment to user. And eighth step, payment is made, done, closed. Loan is being disbursed. These many steps are there. These steps are called as process. These steps are called as collectively process. In Pega or BPM, you define your transaction model or you design your transaction model like a flow diagram, flow chart. You know flow charts, right? So if you are working on Pega, you design your transaction model like a flow diagram. In Pega, remember everything is UI based. Everything development is UI based. You just go ahead and add the shapes here and connect the shapes accordingly to make your transaction model design. Connect to end shape like this. Internally, code will be generated. You don't have to look at that. It's not your job to look into that. Okay, no need at all. Okay, so that's what Pega is UI based coding. Okay, now whenever you are going to work on Pega, you design your transaction model like a flow diagram or flow chart that we call it as process. The process of your business, how your business have to be processed, you can design by using BPM tool. By using what? BPM tool. Ultimately, what we do using our applications, we do process something in the business only, right? That business processing, how it has to be done, you have to design no step by step. That can be designed as a flow diagram. For that reason, you are going to use BPM tool. You're going to use BPM tool. Now I am going to explain you. You are using BPM tool to do application development where you design your transaction model like a flow diagram. Okay, very good. And what are the things that a BPM tool can do? Okay, overall, what is the provision you are being provided with BPM tool? Let me explain you. Understand BPM tool as a development tool, software application development tool. For that, you are using something called as BPM tool. Okay, good. See, what are the different phases that you come across generally while developing a software application? If you want to develop a software application, what are the different phases that you come across? That is called as, phases are called as software development life cycle. What do you call it? Software development life cycle. This you might have gone through it during your graduation as SDLC life cycle. Maybe if you are from computer engineering, then you might have a subject where they might have dealt with software development life cycle. If you want to develop any software application, you need to go through all the phases that are mentioned in the software development lifecycle. First phase is requirements gathering. Second phase is design and develop. Third phase is developing the application functionalities and unit testing, whether it is properly working as expected or not. And fourth phase is build and deployment, means you have developed it, okay, but you need to zip this development code and install it in a server. And then version management, in detail I'll tell you later, versioning. And then generating the reports. After your business is live and running, so loans, you are providing loans, your business is live, available to customers. For 1 month it has run. After 1 month, you wanted to generate a data report in the UI, like a table format. Like while watching cricket matches, you see score of the cricketers, right? This cricketer played these many matches, scored these many runs, average score. You see like in a in a table format, no? Table or chart format, no? That is called as reporting. For every business, it is very much essential to know the insights. Insight means analyze the data. Why should I analyze? See, it's very simple. After 1 month business is running, how many customers reached out to us? How many loan applications we have successfully delivered? How many are on hold because customer said I want to wait for some time? How many are straightforward rejected? I want to know all that data. Based on these insights, I can plan to improve my business. Yes or no? So you yourself, you study, and after you study, you go and write the exam. Why you are writing exam? Because you wanted to know yourself. You wanted to know yourself. Insight. You wanted to understand what level of knowledge you have gained. Insight is not there. You do not know where to improve. So after you are studying, you are giving a mock interview. Why you are giving mock interview? To analyze yourself. You need to analyze yourself. What level of skill I have attained. I'll come to know only while I analyze myself. Based on that, I'll think about, okay, I'm missing at communication part. I'm missing at fluency part. I have subject knowledge here, but not able to deliver. These insights are going to give you idea and understanding of self-analysis. Thereby, you can improve yourself in future. That's what reporting is required. Okay, in every business. The submission of the details to avail a loan, there should be an application. That application is not Pega application. On the website, you see collecting basic details of your phone number, email, right? That is normal HTML, data collection only. But real application, which is processing transactions, is your Pega application. Now, a BPM tool is a unified platform. Is a unified platform. What is the meaning of that? Look at here now. If you are developing applications using Java, Python, or any technologies, so fulfill all these phases in the software development lifecycle, gathering requirements. For this, you need to use a tool called Jira. Yes or no? Jira tool. Design and development. Actual development environment. Actual development environment. If you're using Java, means you might be using Eclipse or NetBeans or whatever it is. And if you are working on .NET, means you will be using Microsoft Visual Studio environment. Like that, for everything there will be a development environment. There will be a development environment. Testing means some Selenium. Like that, you will be using some softwares for testing. And build and deployment means you will be using tools like ARM, okay, Git, okay, etc. Jenkins, etc. Deployment tools are there. Maybe some of you are freshers, you don't know these tools, but only you need to understand that, okay, to get the requirements, we need a tool. And for design and development, we need one environment. For deployment, for testing, we need a tool. For testing, we need a tool. For deployment means installation of application on the server, we need a tool. And version management, subversion manager, okay, like this, GitHub, like this, you need some tools. Okay, so for every for reporting, you need Tableau, okay, click view. I don't know the spelling and all. What is the spelling? Okay, I don't know. Click view. I think this one. Click view. Okay. Maybe Power BI. Yes, correct. Power BI, etc. Some for every phase you are depending on some third-party tools. Collectively, all these tools together are going to provide you solutions in all phases of your application, development plus business wise. See, BPM tool is used for application development, which does your business processing, and it is a unified platform, meaning that the tool will have collection of all of this. Using single tool, you can collect the requirements. You can do the development on the same tool. You can run your business. Transaction processing you can do. You can do deployment, build and deployment you can do. You can do unit testing. Okay, you can do version management. You can do generating the reports. Pega also you do all these things on same tool. Single tool is going to replace all of these tools. That's what BPM as a unified platform has all these facilities. Has all these, but your business process management tool is a unified platform which can do the things from requirement phase to complete development, testing, version management, reporting, everything. Make sense? Clear, everyone? You understand? If you're going to work on BPM, all this you will be doing without using third-party tools generally. Okay. Okay. Now coming here, you're saying BPM tool. Can we name it something? We name it as BPM suite. We name it as, let's call it as BPM suite. Suitcase is there, no? Suitcase, you arrange everything, no? You are arranging collectively. This tool has so many things. Okay, and now we call it as a suite, BPM suite. BPM suite is a software development environment. Is a software development environment where you can gather the requirements, like agile workbench, gathering requirements. For your information, I'm showing on Pega. Okay, gathering requirements, development here, transaction model like a flow chart, test cases. You can see here, scenario testing like that, test cases writing, execution of test cases. Okay, and then reporting, reports will be available. Okay, I'm not showing it as an output, but reporting feature is available. Okay, like that, everything, version management, everything you can do on single platform and a BPM platform, that you call it as BPM suite. What is BPM suite now? BPM suite is a software product. So that product you use to develop your applications. The software system allows for the direct execution of the business process. BPM suite is used to develop your applications, where you develop BPM, of business process management applications, and you can make the transactions, execute to make the transactions on the tool by considering built-in business rules. This is the key point to understand in BPM. By considering built-in business rules. I said that BPM is a tool, you develop the applications, you design your transaction model like a flowchart. But there is something written here. BPM suite works by considering built-in business rules. Built-in meaning, what is the meaning of built-in? In a BPM platform, there are some built-in business rules. Means platform comes with something predefined. That something predefined, you call it as rules. You're calling it as rules. You are going to purchase a BPM tool for developing applications of your business, where you can develop the applications, process the business, but inside rules will run. Inside rules will run. The system is being controlled. BPM system is being controlled by rules called as business rules. Technically, I'm not going to explain this, but I'll give you a real life example. We are a human being. We do so many activities, right? This tool will do so many activities like that. We are a human being. We do so many activities. You don't have to install Pega as of now. No worries. I'll tell you later. Don't ask me that question. Listen to carefully. See, while I am teaching something, in between you're putting some other message, means you're not focusing. Is it? Why do you need to think about installation now? Please focus fully here on the concept. Okay. Now, we are a human being. Okay. We are doing so many activities in day-to-day life, correct? You wake up at some time, eat at some time, have breakfast, have lunch, go to bed, dinner, have dinner, go to bed, do your homework, study, do your office work. All these activities you're going to do on a specific time regularly every day, isn't it? Isn't it? No. Now, you know this. You are human. As a human being, your body is as a system, biological system, it is functioning based on certain rules. You had kept certain rules and regulations to your biological system. I want to wake up morning 5 o'clock. I want to have breakfast at by 7 a.m. in the morning. I want to have my lunch at 1 p.m. dinner at so and so time, go to bed at so and so time. I want to do this. I don't want to do this. In my life, I never wanted to do this, but I wanted to live like this. These are all certain rules that you are keeping yourself. Your biological system is going to be impacted by the rules. It is going to function as per the rules. As per the rules. The same system functions differently when you input different rules. Okay, understand clear everyone? So suppose you're driving by a car on a road. Okay, so once we see a red signal, we're going to stop before zebra crossing. Okay, so where is the car now? Where are you now? You are in the car. Where is the car? Car is in a system. What is that system? Vehicle traffic system. Vehicle, you entered a zone called vehicle traffic system. Okay, when you enter that system, when you are in a system, you obey the rules. What is the rule you are obeying now? Traffic rule. What is the traffic rule? Red signal. Red signal is a traffic rule that is applied on you when you are there in the system. It is impacting the entire system behavior. Entire system, how the system should behave is being impacted by a rule. Once green signal, moving. So the system is being controlled by rules. In this world, everything is a system. This laptop, human body, okay, that AC, this TV, that whatever I told you, traffic, vehicle traffic system. Everything is a system. All the systems in this world are being controlled by certain rules only. Rules will flow in the system. System will act accordingly. System behavior is dependent on the rule. Like that, in a business process management tool, BPM tool will be controlled internally by business rules. You understand what is the business rule? Functionally, you understand. I mean, like generally, you understand. Technically, you'll come to know when you are working on Pega. I'm not going to confuse you by technicals. Only real life, you understand a rule, that is pretty much fair enough. So in a BPM tool also, rules will be there. That rules are going to control the BPM system. Understand? That's the point to note. Everyone clear so far? Everyone clear so far? BPM tool, that is what? BPM suite. BPM suite contains first one, process, or you call it as flow chart. What is the purpose of it? Transaction model can be designed like this, using this. Second one, it contains business rules. What does business rules do? Business rules are going to control the system behavior. Okay, control the system behavior. If you go to, what is a business rule? If you go to, example, I'm telling another example. If you go to a purchase center, some purchase center, DMart or whatever it is, you went to a purchase center, you have purchased for 20,000 rupees. You have a credit card to make the bill payment. You swipe the credit card in a system that's called credit card processing system. Credit card processing system. So you have swiped the card and you have entered 20,000 rupees. You got a message, transaction declined. The reason is you have insufficient funds. So here there is a credit limit to the card. Unfortunately, my credit card limit is 15,000 rupees only. My credit card limit. But what is the amount I am trying to pay? 20,000. Now I took my friend's credit card. His card limit is 30,000. On the same machine, I swiped his card and entered 20,000 rupees. System has accepted. System is now showing two different behaviors based on the rule you are inputting. The rule what is there in the system is limit is a rule. The system already knows the limit of your credit card. The system, your credit card limit already there with the system. When you swipe the card, enter the amount to pay, then it is bringing the limit into picture. Limit is compared with the amount to pay. Limit is less than amount to pay, decline. Limit is more than amount to pay, accept. Two behaviors for the system. Behavior is purely controlled by credit limit. Now I will ask you one question. You understand business rule means? Business rule controls the behavior of the system. BPM tool will be controlled by business rule. Like this, so many rules will be there. Now, this credit limit example you think about. You went to DMart. You swiped in the credit card processing system. The credit card processing system which is there at DMart, does it really have your credit limit with DMart is holding your credit limit of your credit card? Do they have it? No, they don't have. It is not there in the DMart database. I'm trying to access DMart application only and trying to pay. It is not there in the DMart application. See, all the business rules which are responsible for managing the system will be getting stored in a database. Business rules will be residing place will be there. So that is called business rules database. We are going to discuss about BPM suite architecture. What are the components available in the BPM tool architecture? Process or flow, business rules database. Credit limit is not there with the purchase center. Credit limit is also not written on my credit card. But when I swipe my credit card, how the system has got it? Because the business rule already there in the credit card providers database. You understand? Look at here now. In a database, business rules get stored. So BPM system in its architecture, it is combination of some components. What are those? Process or flow, business rules, and business rules database, which is a residing place of business rules. Now I will ask you one question. Business rules are there with banker. Credit limit is there in the banking database. You are swiping the card at some application called DMart application. How the limit is coming here? Limit is there in some database, no? Far away somewhere. Application is DMart application. How credit limit is now known to this particular application. I'll explain it. Okay, no worries. For this to explain, not a technical point of view, I'll explain it generally. Imagine, just let's come up with one real life example. Okay, the real life example is, just go here, somewhere here you go. Okay, just imagine you have an agricultural land. You have agricultural land. So you wanted to do cultivation in the agricultural land. For that, you need water. You need what? Water you need. So your agricultural land is here. Water is available at some far away distance, at some distance. Okay, there is a well or there is a lake or whatever it is available. Water is there somewhere available. And now your agricultural land is here. There is distance in between. You need to bring the water from agricultural land, drive the water from agricultural land, sorry, from the well to your agricultural land. That's your goal. Son, how you can achieve it without manual intervention? You can achieve it by fixing a water motor. You fix a water motor in between. Two pipes will be there. One pipe you just leave it into well. Another pipe you leave it into agricultural land. The motor engine, when it runs, engine is running, water will be driven from the well to agricultural land. Your goal is achieved now. Now when I swipe the card, credit limit is available in the database. When I swipe the card, the moment engine started running. This engine is responsible for going to, engine is already connected to the database. Engine is responsible for taking the data from database to application environment to achieve the goal. That's what your credit limit is being driven from the business rules database. From the business rules database, business rules will be driven to the business process management application in order to achieve your required goals. For that, we need business rules engine. Business rules engine. Is it software or hardware? What do you think? Business rules engine. Engine here is software, because we are talking about application development. No, a software program will be available. Business rules get stored in business rules database and business process management environment. In between, you have one software program comes up with the system. Now, business process management tool is used for application development. The tool has these components in the architecture. Collectively, these components together will produce a behavior for my business process management system. Those are for designing transaction model, process or flow, and the system will be always impacted by business rules, controlled by business rules. These rules are stored in a database called business rules database. The rules from database to the business BPM tool will be driven by a software program called as business rules engine. These are the four components in the architecture of BPM tool. So you have a BPM tool for application development, which has these four components. All these collectively works together in order to produce some behavior for your tool or platform. Understand? So whenever you want to develop applications, you will be using business rules. You will be using flow model to design your transaction. You will be driving the business rules from business rules database to environment to do the development and to do the processing, all that. Understand clear, everyone? So far, whatever I told you about BPM as a tool, it is not reality. It is not reality. It is just a model. It is just a model. BPM tool is a model. So you can develop one application by yourself. You can develop one software product by yourself, adopting the BPM methodology. You can adopt a BPM methodology or BPM model you can adopt and develop your software product. What is the purpose of your software product? Using my software product, I sell my software products to some people. That people, they use this product to develop the applications. They use this product to develop the applications and run the applications. So in order to develop my tool, software product, I need some model, right? If I want to construct a house, do I need a model before constructing? Like that. To develop a software product which can be used to develop applications, I am going to use a model now. That model is BPM tool. That model is BPM tool model. If I am going to adopt this model and develop my software product, that product must be having all these 4 components in its architecture. Yes or no? If you adopt some model, your reality also will be having all the architecture components of that model. Any software product which is developed by following the BPM tool model is also be said as BPM tool. It is also be said as BPM tool. You can call that tool as BPM tool only. Now I'll tell you. Pega Systems is a company. Pega Systems is a company. They developed a tool. Pega Systems is a company, software company. They developed a tool. They named it as PRPC. I'll tell you the meaning also. Okay. This tool they have developed by using the model. Which model? BPM tool model. BPM tool model. Then Pega is called as BPM tool. Pega is called a BPM tool only. Why Pega is called a BPM tool? Because Pega tool is exactly a copy of BPM model. It processes the business, and BPM tool, whatever the components that we told, are available in Pega tool also. Pega tool is being developed by following a plan given by BPM model. Plan is a BPM model. So it's a model provided. Take this model and develop your tool, then your tool is also be said to be BPM tool. That's why Pega is called a Pega BPM tool. There is another company called Appian. They developed a tool. They also adapted Appian company, Appian tool. They also used which model? BPM model only. They also have used BPM model. Like this, there are n number of companies. They have adopted BPM model and developed their tools. So what are the BPM tools available in market? PRPC, Appian, Cordis, Blaze, Activity, Hisflow, and even many other are there. IBM BPM tool, Oracle BPM tool. So many are available in the market. But so why all these are BPM tool you are naming? The reason is these are all following the BPM model only, business process management model. That's why these are called as BPM tools. Pega Systems has come forward, adopted BPM methodology, designed and developed a tool called as PRPC. If PRPC tool is being developed by following BPM model, definitely this tool should have all the 4 components that are available in BPM. Yes or no? Tool should have, yes or no? It should have, right? So it has. PRPC stands for Pega Rules Process Commander. Pega Rules Process Commander. Pega Rules Process Commander tool has been developed using BPM model, where it has all the 4 components that are being told in BPM, but the naming terminology here is different. In Pega, naming terminology is different. The process or flow, which you call in BPM, in Pega also you call it as process or flow. Same name for this. In Pega also, if you create a flow, you call it as flow only or process. And now business rules. We said business rules in BPM, no? The same thing Pega also has in its environment. In this environment, rules are there, but you do not call them as business rules. You call them as Pega rules. You call them as, see, when I adopt a methodology, I can change the terminology to my own, right? But having the same meaning. So in Pega, you call Pega rules. In generically, you call it as business rules in BPM. And business rules database, in Pega, you call it as rule base. In the architecture of PRPC, you have process or flow to design transaction model. You have Pega rules which will impact the PRPC system. And you have rule base which will store Pega rules. And you have 4th one called as process commander. What is the 4th one? Process commander. Process commander is a software program which drives Pega rules from rule base to Pega rules process commander environment. So what is the architecture of PRPC at a high level? PRPC is being developed using BPM model. So all the architectural components that are available in BPM model will be there in PRPC software, where process is called as process, business rules is called as Pega rules, business rules database is called as rule base, business rules engine is called as process commander. See, what is the reason Pega has given the name of the tool as Pega Rules Process Commander? Is there any reason behind this naming? Not so simply they have given. They have given the name of the tool as PRPC, Pega Rules Process Commander, by considering it architectural fact. So in the architecture of PRPC, you have Pega Rules, yes or no? You have Process Commander, yes or no? So in the Pega Rules, in the architecture of Pega BPM tool, they have Pega Rules. They have Process Commander engine. Combining both, they have given the name as Pega Rules Process Command. That's the reason. If you look at PRPC, if you divide PRPC into two parts, PR stands for Pega Rules. Pega Rules will be driven to the system by using what? Process Commander. Combining together Pega Rules Process Commander. That is the name of the tool. Tool name they did not give just like that. Tool name says it's architectural behavior. Understand clear everyone? Are you able to follow? You. I'm just confused between what's the difference BPM tool and PRPC. It's not difference. BPM is a plan. See, you want to construct a house. You want to construct a house. Before you want to construct a physical building, you have a plan, right? I have a plan drawn. I have constructed my house. My house is so nice. Some other person came to me. Can you give me that plan? I given him plan. He also constructed the house similar to this plan. Some third person came. I gave him the plan. He also constructed. Like this, BPM is like a plan of architecture to have software product for application development. That plan is adopted by Pega Systems, Appian, Oracle, IBM, and so many companies. They developed their tools. That's why all those tools are called as BPM tools, because those tools are constructed or developed based on BPM model. Understand clear now? Every one of you clear now? Online students, are you clear? BPM is just a plan. The plan construction is being done as a tool like this by Pega Systems company, Appian company, so many companies. Okay. In this tool, what are the architectural components? That's the point. Architectural components are process or flow, which is used to design the transaction model. What are the other components? Pega rules, which will store into rule base. Rules will impact the system. For system behavior, everything responsible. Who is responsible? Rules. And rules will be residing somewhere. That's called rule base. It will be driven from rule base to environment by a software program called as Process Commander. Clear now, every one of you? Are you clear? I'm trying to explain you my level best. I hope you should be clear. Okay. If you fully focus here without getting diverted, definitely you'll be able to understand for sure. Here and there, if you don't have any clarification, you can ask me. No worries. I'll be telling you. So Pega Rules Process Commander is a BPM tool. Now, if someone is going to ask you why Pega is called as BPM tool, will you be able to tell them or not? Pega is called as BPM tool because it is built based on BPM methodology, BPM model. What are the components of BPM model? Process, business rules database, business rules engine. What do you call the same in Pega? Process, Pega rules, rule based process commander. What do you call the same in IBM BPM? I don't know. Maybe they will know. IBM, whoever is working on that. Okay. Now, Pega Rules Process Commander, in other words, it is a comprehensive platform. It is a platform for designing, development, and building business process management applications. Pega is a platform provided to design and develop and process your business process management applications and CRM applications, customer relationship applications, customer relationship management application, decision management and case management. Decision management, case management works together with BPM and CRM. See, BPM is one model, CRM is another model. You know what? In CRM, who is a leader in the market? Do you know that? Who is a leader in providing CRM solutions? Salesforce. What is that? You might have heard this. See, taking CRM model, so many people developed, so many companies have developed CRM tools, out of which Salesforce has provided the best solutions. Salesforce is leading the market today. Now, in the same way, taking the BPM model, Pega has provided a tool. Many other clients provide a tool, but Pega is a leader in the market. See, so many softwares are there. Operating systems. Which operating system you are using? What is the operating system you are using? Windows. But there are hundreds of operating systems in the market, you know. As a common man, you are using Windows only. Why? Easy to use, good support. Okay, so many factors are there. One product is going to lead the market for various reasons of performance, easy to use, less price, or maybe many other reasons. Like that, so many reasons are there behind Pega platform to become number one in the BPM world. So in other words, Pega is a process. Pega is also a process that focuses on automating the work and powerful automation of the program. This is really important to understand. You're going to use Pega platform to develop the applications without the need of coding. Without the need of coding, everything is drag and drop selection and all, right? Your code will be generated automatically. You are not writing the code really. You are doing a drag and drop of a text box. Internally, HTML code is getting generated. Text box, if you drag and drop, code is getting generated internally. Automation of the code is being provided by Pega tool. This is a powerful feature of PRPC. Now, Pega provides automation of program, meaning that you don't have to write the code. Do a drag and drop, code will be generated automatically. That's the meaning of automation of the program. Using Pega tool, not only automation of the program it provides, it also provides certain features of automation of work. So just now I told you program automation. Program automation means without human being writing the code, system will generate the code. That's what you understand, right? Same way, using Pega tool, you can automate the tasks. You can automate the task. Automation of work you can do. Meaning that using Pega tool, you can implement something which you want to do regularly. I'll tell you an example. That is, every Saturday morning 7 a.m. we want to send an SMS to customer. Bank, we are a bank. We want to send a SMS to customer. This is your bank account balance. Okay. Like that, every Saturday, repeatedly, every Saturday for lifetime, he is our customer. We want to send him a message. This message will not be sent by any human beings. No one will be sitting there at the bank and sending SMS for every customer. It is impossible. So what bank will do is, in a banking application, they write one software program. They write one software program. The program is meant for sending SMS to active customer of the bank. After running the program of sending SMS to active customer of the bank, they will schedule the program. Do what? Schedule. Schedule means what? See, you have a schedule. Every day morning 5 o'clock I want to wake up. That's a schedule, right? Schedule means you do it repeatedly, right? Every day, repeatedly you are doing. Same way here, schedule is 1 week, once in a week. Every Saturday 7 a.m. scheduler is there. In a scheduler, you set a time, alarm. You are setting time. Like that, scheduler is there. Set a time. 7 a.m. Saturday. Program you attach to scheduler. Scheduler, program you are combining. Scheduler is going to wake up the program, run the program every Saturday 7 a.m. Yes or no? Every day morning 5 a.m. you are being waken up by your alarm. Alarm is scheduling time to ring. Ringing is being scheduled for 5 o'clock. Alarm means what? Some ringing sound. You're taking one, what is that? Audio file. There is one audio file which produces some sound. The audio file you are attaching to alarm. You're telling 5 a.m. 5 a.m. is scheduled time. At 5 a.m. alarm will kick the audio file. Audio file will get played. Right? Yes or no? That's the programming, correct? Internally. Same way, there is a program to send SMS. That program will be attached to one scheduler. Every Saturday 7 a.m. Every Saturday 7 a.m. the scheduler will kick the program. Program will run. Emails will be sent to active customers of the bank automatically without any manual intervention. This is called automation of program. This type of development you can do using Pega tool, where you will be working on agents, job scheduler, queue processor to implement this. Technical details are those that you will be working later. Clear, everyone? So Pega Rules Process Commander is an application development software where you can develop the applications without the need of coding, where the architecture contains the process model of design for the transaction model, and it has Pega rules, stores in rule base, driven by process commander, and Pega tool provides you automation of the program mechanism. Code will be generated. I mean, like no need to write code. And Pega also provides automation of work. That means tasks can be scheduled to be running automatically. That you can do by using Pega tool. So that's what about Pega Rules Process Commander. In the architecture of Pega, what are the components available? I already told you 4 components. The architecture of Pega, I already told you 4 components in comparison with BPM. Right? Process, Pega rules, rule base, process commander, the lower layer. Okay, rule sets, node manager, servlet, you can discuss later, not now. Other than these components in the architecture of Pega, what are the other components available? What are the other components available in the architecture of Pega? What other facilities it will provide? What are other things available? Let's see. Java compiler. This layer is compile Java rules factory is there, no? Java compiler is there in Pega. Hey, I am working on Pega. Why I need Java compiler? Why we need Java compiler in Pega? Let me tell you. See, Pega Rules Process Commander tool is also a product developed by some technologies only, correct? The user interface you are seeing, no, Pega tool user interface. This is HTML5, CSS, JavaScript. And internally, engine is there, no, Process Commander engine, software program that is developed using Java. That is developed, the engine is developed using Java. Okay. The engine to run Java code will run. That needs Java compiler engine. But that's the reason why you have Java compiler mentioned in the architecture. And the input you provide to PRPC system, the output you get out of the PRPC system, everything internally will be converted into XML language format. XML, you don't have to see that, but I am telling you for the fact that you need to know the architectural components. Here you are seeing a flow diagram, right? You are seeing a flow diagram. You can understand this. Start shape, collecting data of customer, address data, something else, ending. Flow diagram you can understand, but system will understand this in a different way. System will decrypt this diagram representation into XML. See here, I can show you if you want. Same flow diagram, whatever I have shown you, for that XML data, you really don't have to look into it as a developer. But to tell you the point, I'm just giving you information. So the input that you provide to PRPC system, the output that you get out of the PRPC system, everything will be internally converted into XML format. And this is the Pega environment. I can log into Pega environment. In order to work with Pega environment, you just need to log in. Just give me 1 minute. It is slow, it seems. I'm giving you one user ID. I'm giving it one user ID and password. It is not allowing me. It is not allowing me means the user ID I have provided, it is comparing the user ID that I have given with its user ID that is already available in the system. My user ID is there available in the system or not, it is comparing, it did not allow me. Now I am giving another ID. It is allowing me. It is allowing means it is comparing. It is comparing. You are trying to enter into classroom, for example. I am just trying to verify whether you are a student here or not. I am asking you to swipe the card. When you swipe your access card, my data, it is being verified in my database. Okay. So it is being verified in my database whether you are student or not, registered student or not. Your registered student, allow. Otherwise not allowed. Okay. Like that, this you will be creating login IDs, passwords, everything within the PRPC tool. PRPC tool itself has a repository to maintain user IDs and passwords of different roles of people, users, developers, managers, everyone. Understand clear? And in the architecture of PRPC, you have something called web service management. What is that? Web service. I'm not telling you in detail. We'll practically work on these things. In simple words, I'll tell you. The applications you develop on Pega platform can communicate with other applications on the internet. In the internet, you have another application available. My Pega application is here. My Pega application is in my server. Some other application is there on some other server. You can implement a kind of development in Pega such that this application can interact with other application when there is an internet connection. Such type of development is called web service management. That is supported by Pega system. Pega PRPC tool supports web services concept. I am not telling in depth. I am telling just high level. What is the concept of web service? Establishing communication between two applications over the web in order for exchange of data. There will be a need in the real world, there will be a need to establish communication between applications for exchange of information. That's the reason why you need to work with web services. Pega supports the use of web services, the creation of web services. That's the point of this one. Okay. So in the architecture of Pega, you have rules, rule-based, process commander, Java compiler, XML clipboards, and web service architecture is also available in Pega PRPC tool. So overall summary, Pega tool is used for application development. You design your transaction model like a flow diagram. It has Pega rules, stores into rule base, driven by process commander, and it has Java compiler engine running is Java code. So Java compiler, it is converting everything into XML format. It supports web service architecture. These are the details I want to give you. Everyone clear? Any questions or any doubts about the content which we have discussed? Don't get deviated. Only from the topics which we have discussed today. Do you have any doubts or any questions? Just one time listening. You may not be able to. Once you go out of this classroom, everything will be clumsy. Okay. So this video you watch again. Just to make a note like this. I have already noted here. Architectural details and all. You just draft it by yourself. Just this is all a kind of information to all of you about the tool, what is there, before we proceed to work on the tool. Tomorrow we are going to get into Pega tool to understand it. Tomorrow what am I going to tell is, tomorrow we are going to get into the subject, that is Pega software installation. It will take 10 minutes only. It will take 10 minutes only. Okay. And then after that, about Pega tool and using it for application development. So what is application? What is application? Types, its types. Okay. And purpose of each of the type of application, all that we will be discussing tomorrow, and then we could start practical from day after tomorrow. Okay. I request all of you to have your system ready installing Pega software. Install Pega software and be ready with your laptop. That software is been already shared to every one of you by our admins. Did they share you or not? They have shared you Pega software. You might have received a link on your WhatsApp message. How to install this software? For that also they have sent a video. Let me tell you. In the video, it was mentioned that download the software from website, but it is not there. For that reason, they are sending you direct link. So ignore that point in the video, downloading software from somewhere. They are also giving you direct link. Apart from video link, direct software download link. Download it. Following the video, anyone can install. If you know minimum computer knowledge is there, you should be able to install. My request is, first you try to install following the video. Step by step. Follow it and install. By following the video, if you fail, then reach out to us. Us means admins. 9652532753 admin number. No, reach out to them, and there they will be giving you they will be helping you to install software on your laptop. Okay, and admin number is 9652532753. If any one of you have attended this session from today itself, today is your day one, just WhatsApp on. Only people who have attended yesterday, today, no need to send a message. Those students who have started attending this training program from today itself, send a WhatsApp message on this number, +91 9652532753. Mention your name. Today Pega first class. Today Pega first. Mention your name and write a content like today Pega first class. My admins will understand that you attended, you joined from today. They will share you yesterday video recording, today's video recording, yesterday class running notes, this PPT, all that they will share you. If you are not sending this message, means they will send you today's video, today this PPT, and today class running notes only they will send. And for all of you, they will also send you once again software installation instructions video and software downloading. Please start downloading immediately and start installation immediately. Application link means software download link or what? That's what you send a message if you have not received. Just to cross check in your chatting from this number you have you have to check the chat history in the WhatsApp. Definitely it will be there above. Otherwise you send a message now itself. After some time you'll be receiving software downloading. They will be sending sure. Okay. Send a message, mention your name, today Pega first class or something like that. And if you do not receive the software link, you can send a message. So we'll be continuing tomorrow. So hope every one of you clear today. We'll be continuing tomorrow to get into Pega tool installation and then using the tool and all from tomorrow. Don't miss the session tomorrow at any cost. Same meeting link you have to use for tomorrow also, and come down to the classroom. Tomorrow we are going to get into the real subject. That's where we are going to start our course. Make sense? Clear? Online students, are you clear? Okay, you can wind up for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you for joining, everyone. Mohit, you're asking question. Mohit, you're trying to ask question. Can we? No. See, let me tell you prerequisites. You can install Pega only on Windows. Mac operating system, there is no way you can install Pega. We definitely need Windows operating system to install Pega. 8 GB RAM is required. 4 GB is also okay if you have SSD. Hard disk means it will be slow. SSD, if you have 4 GB RAM is okay. We need definitely you need Windows operating system to install Pega. It doesn't work on Mac. You cannot install on Mac. Okay. Thank you for joining. We'll continue tomorrow. It's already 5 minutes late. Okay, 9 o'clock
Thank you.
sharp tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.